Cue the screeching eagle, everybody. It has officially been announced that, yes, Aaron Judge will be captain for Team USA in the 2026 World Baseball Classic. And this has significant implications not only for Team USA and their perception in the WBC going forward, but also is the case with Aaron Judge, not just from a countrywide viewpoint, but a global-wide viewpoint on he now has a chance to rewrite the script and change the narrative with how Aaron Judge is viewed in the high-leverage moments that we see across the course of a true baseball year. How's it going, everybody? For those that don't know me, my name is Tyler Ward, better known as WardyMLB, where I cover the Mets daily to over 30,000 subscribers here on YouTube at WardyMLB, along with what we have here in the Bleacher Report app for MLB-wide topics Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, and also a recurring contributor in the New York Post Sports YouTube channel, as well as their socials. And in our latest WardyMLB video presented by Stark Raving Sports, we're going to do a complete deep dive as to why this is significant news that Aaron Judge is officially the go-to guy and the torch has been passed and is now in his possession to handle leading the pack for Team USA in 2026. And let's just start off by getting into how exciting this is as a baseball fan. And I'm telling you, even as a Mets fan, I cannot wait for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. This is as someone who attended there in Miami that we saw back in 2023. I saw Puerto Rico versus Venezuela. Francisco Lindor, my captain, leading the way for PR as they falter to Team Venezuela, headlined by guys like Anthony Santander, among others. It was a tremendous game, an electric experience, and something that I've never even gotten close to touching as a baseball fan because of just how tremendous the atmosphere was. Even with Edwin Diaz shortly going down after and out for the next year plus with injury, it really hasn't changed my viewpoint on the WBC on not only how it is a tremendous tournament for players to represent their country in a way that they usually don't get otherwise a chance to, but ultimately how you can have such a fast-paced, exciting playoff-type feel in just a month span of baseball that we see starting in March there in 2026. And we have to get into the passing of the torch and a true deep dive on Team USA and their history in the WBC, because now Aaron Judge joins Derek Jeter and Mike Trout as the third official captain in the WBC tournament, and the unofficial captain that we saw going back to 2013 was my David Wright there, in which he led the way with that grand salami against Team Italy in 2013. And even though that they sadly faltered and were exited out of second rounds, it didn't change the fact of the immediate impact that Wright had on that Team USA club, the same way that Derek had it on his club when he was playing, along with Mike Trout that we saw over the past couple of years as he sadly struck out for the final out there so against Shohei Ohtani, his teammate at the time, as Team Japan took down Team USA in the previous WBC to win it all. Team USA has only won one championship since this tournament started over the past couple decades, and this is not a slight on anyone on the Team USA rosters, but a further proof just how talented these guys are across the globe. Not only do we see tremendous consistent rosters with so many players from the Palm Pro Baseball League, and certainly there for Team Japan, the same way we see it for plenty countries, whether we're seeing for DR, whether we're seeing for Venezuela, and even, of course, Puerto Rico, that I'm always happy to represent there, and I shouldn't say represent, but rather help be a fan of, not only for Francisco Lindor, but as someone who's had plenty of Latin influence in their life, especially on the Puerto Rican front. So I love every single thing about what the World Baseball Classic has to offer. And after witnessing the WBC from just a couple of years ago, I still have chills down my spine with Trey Turner's grand salami there to overtake that big game against Team Venezuela and what was an absolute bloodbath, a back and forth on the offensive front, and it was nothing short of tremendous in that key victory for them. And when we think of all the big games for Team USA over the years, you have to find yourself wondering, just how much better can he get with someone like Aaron Judge now as their true captain? And this is where we have a great discussion where we all know how talented Aaron Judge is, right? Aaron Judge may very well go down as the best hitter ever, or close to, because right now he's putting up historic numbers in a 4+ year stretch or so that is pretty much unfathomable. Only a handful of players have consistently went out and given you over 1,000 OPS on your season consecutively the way that Aaron Judge is doing, and even on the slugging front, it's just disgusting how good he is. Just the 2021 season for Aaron Judge, right? We're looking at an absolute dynamo there on the offensive output here, totaling a total of how many home runs? No, we're going to get ourselves a total of 39 bombs, 98 RBIs. Next year, 62 home runs, 131 RBIs. 2023, 37 home runs, 75 RBIs in just 100 or so games. 2024, 58 home runs, 144 RBIs. And in 2 of the past 4 seasons, Aaron Judge has been valued per Fangraphs as just under $90 million in AAV based on his worth. That is how valuable of a player that he has been. And on WAR and True Value, he was worth over 11 wins last season, and 2 years ago in 2022, 11 as well. Aaron Judge is without question one of the best hitters that I've ever seen in my lifetime, and will probably ever see in my lifetime. And his ability to command the strike zone as well as he does, while getting absolutely screwed on so many calls there right below his knees because of how expanded of a strike zone he has as a 6'7" giant, is nothing short of impressive to see Aaron do what he does every single year for the Bronx Bombers. But now he has a true ability to rewrite the script. And in case you're wondering what I'm saying here, guys, we all know the big elephant in the room with Aaron Judge is his inconsistent play in postseason time. When we look at that run just this past year for the Yankees, had a lot more to do with guys like Giancarlo Stanton, Juan Soto, and Austin Wells to a degree than thinking right away about Aaron Judge outside of a key moment or two. Judge has labored significantly in his young career there in postseason play, and he's had enough of a sample size to have Yankees fans rightfully frustrated when he's not showing up in those big moments down the stretch heading into October. Regardless of what Aaron Judge does or doesn't do in this year's postseason, should the Yankees crack it when the season reaches its conclusion, heading into 2026, there's no denying that this is going to be an immediate high leverage situation for a pressure cooker of what's going to be 2 to 3 plus weeks there in the month of March. And that's not an easy thing for everyone to just turn it on right away for their country. We saw guys falter in recent years doing this for the WBC, and we've seen other guys thrive like Trey Turner that we just alluded to from Team USA in 2023. But in the case of Aaron Judge here, what does he have the ability to do, especially depending on the results of this upcoming postseason? If he does not fare too well, this is where he has a chance to truly rewrite the script. Because when it comes to the Yankees, now I know Yankees fans may get upset by what I'm about to say, but it holds true. Knowing that Aaron Judge is the captain to face the Yankees, naturally he has a lot of hate just because of the fact that he's a New York Yankee. If he has the ability to go out now and lead the pack as Team USA captain and actually thrive in doing so, not only is he going to rewrite the story and the script with his public perception with opposing fans, especially ones that absolutely hate him in the American League East, but ultimately he can become a hero for this country, and global wide we can see him perceived in a completely different fashion from years before. If Aaron Judge goes out and can step up in high leverage and key moments and give us chills down our spine the way that many of us baseball fans had and the many WBCs that we saw over the past couple years from 2023 to 2017 to 2013, etc., Aaron Judge has all the making and all the ability to be that true Captain America for this team, the label that was thrown David Wright's way just around a decade plus ago, and now it's officially the label here of Aaron Judge. We know how amazing of a home run hitter is. We know how tremendous he is with his eye at the plate. Just imagine what he will provide not only for fans across Team USA, but fans across the globe if he's able to go out there and have a tremendous high leverage run for north of a month there in 2026 and potentially lead this team to gold, which would be nothing short of tremendous for the country as an American as I say that, and also from a fan point of view of baseball, how great it would be for today's game to see someone of Judge's status go and reach that throne the way that Shohei Ohtani did brilliantly for Team Japan in the WBC just a couple years ago. But baseball fans, let me know in the comments down below, how do you feel about Aaron Judge officially named team captain of Team USA? What do you expect from him there in that role in 2026? How excited are you as an American? And if you're not an American, if you're rooting for a different country, let us know what team and why in the comments down below, and let's hear your early WBC predictions on it all. Thank you guys again for watching. Check out all the respective content that I alluded to from earlier in the show, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.